75 Hard. A Dad's Transformation.
Hi everyone. 7 days in the books. One freaking week. And it flew by. Ridiculous. Really ridiculous. I'm just repeating myself. But I'm pretty proud of myself that I made it so far yet. And I'm really looking forward to continue the journey. I read my 10 pages this morning after I got laid in last night. I have to work on my sleep schedule. It's not good. Anyhow, I read my 10 pages at around 5:30 this morning, and I stumbled over a quote which I would like to share with you. These activities are stressful outdoors and often unpleasant. They also require withstanding problem after problem, yet they are some of the most meaningful moments and joyous things we'll ever do. I think that hits the spot when it comes down to 75 hard. But more about that later. In the morning, we headed out on time, which is impressive to me. We are always late, but since I'm doing this, we kind of make it happen that we're on time and good out of the door. Got my first walk in as my first workout. Went out with the dog for 45 minutes. Then I went back to the office, worked till 1, picked up the kids. The youngest one had a play date, so we picked her up as well. Got home, they played. While they played, I prepped lunch. There were rice noodles, Brussels sprouts, with somewhat of a no-sugar white sauce, and Beyond Meat. I put a ridiculous amount of herbs into that, so it was a umami explosion. It was super nice. My wife joined us for lunch. That was cool. And then she got upstairs into the office and worked again. I picked up my youngest with his play date, and we went out to a playground, and we had an extensive quality time and played for like 1.5 hours. That was really cool. We hit the slide. We climbed. We had fun. It was a fun, cool time. I brought him back, I would say around 5:30. And unfortunately, I had to go back to the office because I had urgent stuff to do there. Because we have a project going, and this will continue tomorrow morning. I have another podcast release tomorrow, so I needed to work on that as well. And I finished it, luckily. I will talk about my work eventually. Bear with me. While I worked in the office, I used the office under the desk treadmill for additional steps, because the work I've done there, made me capable to do so. Because, I like kind of standing, and when I'm able to walk, and it works for me, that's fine. So I got, I would say, an additional 45 to 1 hour walk. But I didn't count it as my workout because I was planning to do yoga. So I got home around 8:30, took out the yoga mat and had a 45-minute yoga session. I think that was the first one in like 6 months, but it was fun. I would say it was fun, but it was cool to do. And I felt great afterwards. After that, I laid down. We have an acupressure mat. That's a hard word. And laid down on it for like 25 minutes just to help my back. And we have a cushion, like an acupressure cushion. So I worked on both of my shoulders because I felt like they're getting sore and from the rowing. So I worked on that for a couple of minutes. When I was done, I laid down on the couch with my wife, had a couple of leftovers. And then I headed upstairs into bed around 11. So I got into bed pretty early, which was nice. So, quick checkup, because I wanted to talk about something else. Workout 1 done. Workout 2 done. Had my gallon of water. That was a walk in the park. I didn't cheat on my diet. I took an awful picture. And no alcohol. And yeah, no cheats. So I stayed on the no sugar vegan path. Yeah. So that's it. I think on the last episode, I didn't too much talk about the reasons why I'm actually doing this challenge. And I always somehow, and this is more likely my mindset, need a challenge. And it's a complete challenge. It's not a diet, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to kind of sort out your day, be strict, be disciplined, and just make sure you got your stuff in order to be successful here. And I read and I heard so much amazing stuff from the people who were actually able to finish this, which I took as an inspiration. I thought maybe I should do that as well. And maybe I'm going to take out similar positive things than the people who already finished it. And I'm at day 7. I already feel accomplished, which is cool, which is a cool feeling. And I always had a lack of discipline. I started things and let them slide. So my hope is that from the stoic, 75 days, I take away that I'm start something and that I'm going to finish it. That is more likely my intention why I started this thing. And getting fit and be a good example for my kids. I started this journey a couple of months ago, and I think I really want to set an example for my kids to see, okay, dad is always preaching eat healthy, eat your vegetables, do your stuff, and talk the talk and walk the walk. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is what I wanted to do. And I hope that my sons will appreciate that. And maybe at some point when they're capable to understand the English language, I can show them my journey on here. So, yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing it. So, thanks for tuning in. I'm looking forward to day 8. We'll be pretty busy, so I'm already looking forward to the challenge to get all this stuff done. So thanks for tuning in, and here tomorrow. Bye.